You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Fourth day of December is rolling right back around the corner. 9:21 is the time. You know how you make mom happy? You make your wife, husband, grandma, whoever you need in your life happy. You go to Mueller Furniture and you get some good quality furniture. Mark joins me on the line now. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, man.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me on. Good morning.
You know, there's no better time to talk about this, really. I mean, let's talk. I mean, there's no better way than under the Christmas tree to maybe put in some Flex Steel or a nice recliner and call it a good day.
Well, it's such a unique Christmas gift, right? I mean, you know, like if you don't want to be cliche about your Christmas present, this is an amazing way to do it.
Well, and honestly, I always think that furniture is such a unique thing because especially, you know, like going to grandma's house and you see that couch that everyone sat on forever and all the memories that it creates, it really does make a perfect gift because it becomes something for, you know, the entire family, really, if it's a piece like a sectional or something like that similar to it.
Yeah, everybody's got their favorite piece and like dining tables, right? Like there's even a particular like wood grain that I love on my table here. It's solid walnut, and there's like this, you know, when you buy real wood furniture and Amish made furniture, you know, the beauty of each table, it takes the characteristics of that tree. So it's very unique.
Well, and the way it's built too. I mean, people notice it when they come and sit at your dinner table. And that's something that I've noticed from, you know, seeing pieces from your guys' in different houses of friends of mine, family, where you really know it's a genuine piece.
Yeah, you know, like I love when you walk into our Belleville showroom too. It's, you know, it's a 100-year-old building,
right?
And the smell, it even smells like real furniture. You know, it just has, you know, the catalyzed varnish they put on it and real solid wood. You can tell that it's not plastic or veneer and glue, basically.
Well, and honestly, too, I think that, you know, sometimes when people, you know, maybe see the Mueller Furniture commercials or, you know, maybe they see something or drive by the showroom, they really don't realize how large of a selection that you guys really do have for your inventory.
Yeah, through the years, you know, we've continued to build it up. The pandemic taught us that it really benefits our customers when we own the inventory. Mm-hmm. People like to get things right away. So, yeah, we do a lot of custom orders, and you can pick your colors and wood finishes and things like that, too. But we have a ton of like $6 million of inventory for immediate delivery. So wow. Every room in the house, that's why, you know, during the holidays, if you've got like, I don't have my spare bedroom ready and so-and-so is coming, and, you know, it's like, hey, I've got in-stock furniture that we can deliver, you know, within days.
Well, and let's be honest here, you know, Mark, I know some of the people's in-laws here on both sides of the coin, you know, and you got to impress the in-laws if they're coming into town or that one specific relative. We always have that cousin, that aunt, that somebody who's just, you know, you got to make sure that you're pulling out the stops here. You can't go to, you know, IKEA and get that plastic cardboard. You got to get some real furniture for your sentimental loved one. Put it in the nice word.
We've got this sofa sleeper. I call it the world's greatest sofa sleeper from Palliser, and it has like a chase lounge on one side and a sleeper on the other. The chase lounge opens up. You can put toys, blankets, all kind of stuff in there and store it. And then the bed pulls out. I mean, it's like the coolest piece of furniture ever. We've got that at our new Fairview Heights store, which is the biggest of our showrooms, 55,000 square feet. It was previously a weekends only. Mm-hmm. And it's just, so, I mean, it's huge footprint, and it's great. I mean, you can see everything all in one location there.
Well, and really, you know, the older I'm getting to and more I'm doing with my own house is you really start to realize, you know, what furniture does to make the interior of your home look the way it is. Because, you know, you can always see those really cool Christmas decorations at Home Depot, but if they're on you know, furniture that really doesn't maybe have that quality to it, that doesn't have that finish look to it, it's not going to look as good. And some people really do, you know, try to achieve that in their homes. And I think that's always a great thing to point out, too, is that furniture really is the accent piece to so much of the home decor all year long.
So the other thing is you might think, oh, real nice furniture, it's going to be super expensive, and it's not if you
Right.
find the right suppliers. Like that's what we do really well. Most of our builders are these small Amish companies out of Indiana and Ohio and Missouri. I mean, these are not publicly traded companies with CEOs living lavish lifestyles. The guy has his house, he's got his furniture making facility, and he's got his horses over here. You know, like they do it
so
all
cool.
in one property. It's crazy. It's great. I mean, that's so there's very low overhead. So their prices are really great to me, make it great for the customer. So it's like it's affordable, and we've got great financing options too. If you want to just, it's the holidays. Everybody's credit card bill goes up this time of year, right? So if you custom order Amish made furniture, a lot of times you're going to be paying 10% down right now, and then your next bill isn't going to be due until middle of March. And by then you're kind of through that holiday bump, and it's just one way to improve your household cash flow, I guess.
Well, and I think that's such a good thing to point out too. And I'm not, for people that are working, maybe that are a little bit younger like me, that haven't really built up that nest egg yet to, maybe be able to go and just, pay cash for, all the different pieces of furniture they want. But, it's one of those things where I always tell people, you don't want to go and buy bad quality items, no matter what they are, furniture especially, because you're just going to keep replacing them year after year. They aren't going to last. And, yeah, you might have to finance it, but it helps your credit score, number one. And number two, you're going to get a quality piece that you're actually going to be proud of in your home.
Well, exactly. And you can just, keep that cash and invest in Bitcoin.
That's
and,
right.
Let's see where that ends up in a year. I mean, I'm not a finance advisor. I'm half joking there, but
I'm not either, but use promo code CJ10 for your next Bitcoin. How's everything going over there, Miller? We haven't talked in for a couple of months. Just how's the year been overall as you're reflecting on 2024?
Amazing. We won Retailer of the Year in 2024 by the Home Furnishing Association. And it's just been amazing to just like uphold that standard, right? We've almost been in business 100 years. The new store and distribution center in Fairview Heights, it just allowed us to provide quality at scale. So family-owned company, Belleville, Illinois, for 90 years. We had one store, and we had our warehouse right there, in Belleville. Everything was right there. We were able to provide a level of service that was very, very high, and people came to expect that from us. And, having this new building that has our customer service, our delivery, and operations all under one roof, it just allows us to provide great customer service. And we could even expand more. And still, we've got the facilities and the scale. I've got 3 guys that can do upholstery. I mean, most furniture stores have to outsource a third-party upholsterer. I got 3 full-time guys that can do that. Same thing with wood refinishing. So we're fully equipped to service the volume that we have very well. I'm really proud of what we've been able to do and, fulfillment of our orders.
Well, and I think that really does say a big testament to what your guys' mission is. I'm not trying to patronize you because you're here, but I mean, when people start to grow, truly grow in the ways that you guys are doing, and, you have all this inventory and all these different properties, you start to worry about, is that quality of furniture, that piece I got 10 years ago, is it going to be the same quality when I go back into Miller today and purchase it? And the answer is yes. And I think that's really impressive, because that's where most companies have that issue. It's like whenever we start to grow too much, sometimes the quality drops, and it's not doing that with you guys. It keeps getting better.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm super proud of that. And it just starts with hiring great people and having great business partners. And like our partners are our suppliers, the people making our furniture. And most of them are small family businesses as well. So it's like, and when I look back at it, it's 2024. And I think like in 2010, where was Miller Furniture and where were our suppliers? And we have all grown together. All
That's
of us,
really
Oakwood
cool.
Industries, Archibald, Smith Brothers, you name it. Like our sales volume, their sales have all grown. And like we have this super tight knit relationships with so many of our suppliers. And we're all just super grateful. And yeah, it's great. So if you haven't been to Miller Furniture yet, you'll notice when you come into our furniture store, you're going to get great help, and it's going to feel different than a normal retail shopping experience with some annoying salesperson who doesn't know what they're doing and doesn't really seem to care about helping you. Totally different experience when you come to Miller Furniture.
Well, and that's something that really is a good thing too, because it's all the experience that you guys have working with so many different families and all different backgrounds across the Metro East. Because, there's sometimes when you work with somebody that maybe is a little bit newer to the game, you're going to kind of get put into a corner in terms of style and maybe in terms of just look and different and certain brands. But with you guys have worked with so many different people. It seems like you really have a good hand on the pulse when it comes to identifying or at least helping guide the conversation into, what piece of furniture really is right for my home.
Well, it's even like floor plans, like you get into certain neighborhoods, a lot of the houses have similar floor plans. And then you have new construction versus older homes. And some of the older homes, they're like, oh, we're going through a remodel project. It's like, let me guess, you're knocking down a wall and opening up the kitchen and living room. Great. We've got solutions for that. Like we're very familiar with kind of the floor plans even. And we have really good designers that can, sketch out the floor plans, talk about the traffic patterns in the room, the design, the focal points. And, that's fun. That's a lot of fun to work on designs with customers like that.
Well, and now with the month of December starting already and Thanksgiving being pushed to the last week of November, we got to talk to somebody because I think it threw all of us off a little bit on our mental calendar. Mine's definitely gone. But how long does that process take? If I walk in and, I want to, instead of maybe going and getting something that's already in your store, but asking for that custom piece, what's that timeline look like?
It could be as fast as 4 weeks.
Wow.
I mean, sometimes we get custom orders from Smith Brothers. So you look at a sectional, you buy it in a configuration to fit your room. You pick your fabric, you pick your accent colors, all that stuff. We're getting some things as fast as 4 or 5 weeks.
Wow.
I would probably quote 6 to 7 just to be safe. And then there's this really cool, it's called Quick Ship Custom from the Amish. So let's say you want to dining table and they pre-build them unfinished in their best-selling sizes. So you can pick from 50, 60 different colors. You could pick from dozens of different chair styles and do, custom finishes. And since they have their best sellers built unfinished, then it's just send it to the finish shop and ship it to Miller Furniture, which can happen in 1 month very, very easily.
That's actually incredible. I mean, really, when we're talking about, custom furniture, that's an incredible turnaround time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now also wanted to talk to you about your mattress selection, too, because, we always I don't know, man. I'm getting the weirdest ads on Google because I get these ads for mattress companies that I've never heard of before. And I'm like, listen, I don't know if I'm feeling comfortable enough to order something online that's a mattress. That's something I feel like I got to test out. And you guys have a good line of mattresses, too.
Yes. So Chatham and Wells, I'll start with them because they're a family-owned company out of Springfield, Illinois. My family's been buying from them for 3 generations. My grandfather started with that company and just really cool south of Springfield off of Toronto Road. If you're going north on 55, you take the Toronto Road exit, and they've been there for, many, many decades. They've got these Talalay latex beds that gives you the best pressure relief. They last forever. A lot of our employees have this mattress and they last forever, but it is, you don't sleep hot. It's just an amazing mattress. And we've got some really good specials on mattresses right now too.
Really cool. And that's what I was going to kind of lead into because, I mean, it is that time of year. And honestly, with 2025 right around the corner, what better way to start the new year than if you got that mattress that you've had since, the second Bush administration in 2008. It's time to toss it out and it's time to go to Miller Furniture here. Well,
and like a lot of people are getting into, performance analytics and they got their Whoop or their Aura Ring and like, they're telling you, trust me, they're all telling you, you're not sleeping enough. Your sleep is not efficient enough. If you can get more efficient sleep, you can actually feel more rested, have more energy, be more productive, and just have a better life if you sleep better. And adjustable bases are so crucial because a lot of people have sleep apnea or breathing problems. Oh my gosh, if you can just raise your head up just a little bit, You breathe so much better. And if you have lower leg and foot pain, man, elevating your feet, you don't even have to sleep in that type of position, but just spend 15 to 20 minutes before bed, reading a book or watching TV. And it's so relaxing and good for you.
Well, and two, going back to that point you made earlier, those are things that, when I think about those, sometimes like adjustable bases or any type of, different add-on to what I'm used to already having as a mattress, the immediate thought is, how much is that going to set me back on top of, what I'm used to spending? But going back to it, I mean, there's all these great options available really to fit so many price points. And I think that's such a great point where, really having a good sleeping experience and having quality stuff isn't necessarily just for the luxurious anymore. It's affordable for everyday people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're making all of the mattresses compatible for adjustable bases. And so in Fairview, we have the space. It's the largest mattress store in St. Louis. We have over 50 mattresses. So there's everything from a $499 queen mattress that still has a 10-year warranty, by the way. So it's spare bedroom, there you go, right? All the way up to the top of the line Tempur-Pedics that are, the top of the line thing that you'd have to try really, really hard to spend more than $12,000 on a sleep set.
Right.
Most of them are going to be, most of our really, really good options for, let's say, a queen size mattress and adjustable base are going to be somewhere between $1,700 and $3,200.
Wow.
Right? Like that, you're going to have a lot in that price.
Well, and honestly, not to cut you off, Mark, but there's so many people that I think the moment they sleep on a new mattress for the first time, like it's a game-changing experience. It's not the hotel bed anymore. I mean, it's truly you're in comfort and you're actually able to have a productive day. You aren't waking up like you haven't slept for 4 days.
Yeah, because when you wake up all the time in the middle of the night, you can see, you don't get to deep sleep. There's different sleep stages and you can read all about them, but the key is if you're restless, you're not getting deep sleep. You're not getting, that restorative sleep. And especially if you're, a fitness enthusiast, you're trying to work out, you're trying to get in good shape. If you don't sleep good, it messes up all kind of stuff in your body and your hormones, and then you want to eat bad, and then you want to be lazy, and it's just spirals. So just healthy sleep is part of a healthy, active lifestyle, and it's amazing when you exercise and eat well and sleep well, how good you feel.
Well, another thing I've been kind of thinking about too is if somebody is getting ready to host that Christmas dinner or whatever holiday celebration, could be New Year's or you name it, you need a good table. You know what I'm saying? My grandma has one that she has never gotten rid of. It's still the same one she has since she first moved into her house in like the late 60s, early 70s. And it's just a beautiful dining room table. And it's things like that where I think that to me is the best Christmas gift, because if you know that your loved one's hosting and you go, hey, Merry Christmas, here's a brand new table, especially for your significant other when they get to host. Oh, come on, you're winning.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And, even if you're not bold enough to try to select the exact size and finish, you can buy a gift certificate, right? They can come and pick it out because we do offer those. But yeah,
I didn't know you did that.
A unique dining table like that. To come in and pick something like that out. I love it. Like you'll find the grain. You'll find the grain on there that you love. It's just gorgeous, every single one of them. And just think about the person, a lot of times, some of the times there's a signature on the bottom of these from the guy that did the sanding or, did the final inspection. The builders will, emboss it or, something like that to where there's actually somebody's name underneath that put that table together. It's special. They take a lot of pride. Our builders take a lot of pride in building something that's truly going to be a family heirloom.
Well, and see, that's and I was just kind of going through my notes to make sure I hit on everything there, but I'm learning the iPhone market. I'm not good at it. I was an Android guy for too long, and I'm my hands are getting stuck, and I'm looking pretty awkward in places here, but that's okay. I'm going to learn the iPhone before Christmas, But I really do think that when you go into Mueller Furniture, you guys did something that really was kind of dying, and that was create an experience in the furniture store again, in that retail space, because there there wasn't that kind of, wholeness when you walk into so many other furniture stores. And at Mueller, there is. I mean, you're really getting folks that are passionate about this, that really want to make this the best experience for you and keep that relationship going back. And because so many times now it seems like it's just a one and done, type of transaction, and not with Mueller.
Yeah, we really are. It's kind of like a nostalgia, for the customers that don't think you can still have a great shopping experience. Right. Yes, you really can. And we have people that love what they do. They're great at design. They know wood. Like there's this thing called the Yonka scale. It's how hard wood is, and they measure it. And so, our salespeople can tell you where it is on the scale is because that matters. Because if you're going to have everyday use table, you're better off with hickory than you are for cherry and maple. It's harder, it's more forgiving, and you can put really cool finishes on it now too. It's not just like natural hickory. I mean, you can design with it, but you get the functionality of the hardness.
Well, and I got to ask you too, as Mueller Furniture is getting ready for Christmas. Are you guys doing anything to maybe get the sale moving a little bit quicker? You got any Christmas decorations on those tables or anything to really make it home for them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got our year-end clearance sale, and it's up to 25% off everything in stock. Plus, your custom orders are going to be discounted too. So there are some really incredible. We just found a sectional that anyway, it's great when you have a big warehouse. Sometimes you just find merchandise, right? And this is amazing. So there's a Collins sectional in a discontinued fabric for $39.99 right now. Flex steel, so it's flex steel built. Revolution fabric, super durable material, and it's $39.99 for flex steel. When normally that would probably be a little over $5,000.
Absolutely, and honestly, that flex steel really people love the flex steel furniture. And honestly, the other thing that I wanted to hit on too were just bedroom outfits as well, because I was talking to some people about 2025, and there's starting to be a thing where people are starting to spend more times, doing some interior decorating again. It seemed like it was outside last, a couple of years, and it just seems like the trend's starting to be from search analytics that people are looking more inside. So, do you have any bedroom outfits that you're pretty proud of that you'd like to talk with us about? Because man, I got the worst frame right now for my mattress, and I got to get a new one.
Yeah, and from top to bottom, right? We have American-made options. It's crazy. 91% of the wood furniture sold in this country is imported now. 91%.
Whoa.
Crazy. So nearly 100% of our wood product is domestic made. Starting price being like Von Bassett. So you can get a Von Bassett queen size bed for less than $1,000. You can get a bed, dresser, nightstand for low 2,000, still American made, not throwaway furniture, right? Perfect for a spare bedroom or a kid's room. And then we have our Stickley galleries. We are the only Stickley gallery in Southern Illinois. So you would have to go all the way to Peoria to find another Stickley gallery. And Stickley is one of the most historic furniture brands there is. It is designed to last 100 years. It really is built to be an antique. And so we have our Stickley Gallery in Fairview and Belleville. So that's the top of the line product. And then just under Stickley is all of our solid wood Amish made furniture. And we're the largest distributor of Amish furniture in the whole Midwest. It's something we're super proud of. And it's, we've gotten to know those communities. So whether you want super modern design, and you wouldn't think like Amish furniture, modern design.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah,
it is. They love doing it, especially the younger generation. They love super contemporary designs. There's one called American Modern by Country View Woodworking. You can change the drawer fronts. It is super modern, ultra modern, and you've got a variety of case pieces so it can fit your room properly. It's that customization that really makes it perfect for your room.
Well, and it just goes back to that experience. I mean, total package, whatever you're really needing. And I'm not really keep going back to patronizing you. It's just when you guys check all the boxes, you just really do. And for so many people, that last part you just said with the contemporary has always been kind of my biggest holdup, because I'm more of a modern person. I'm more of a modern guy, so I don't really like I think it's cool and I love the beauty of it, but it's not really for my home. So these modern pieces, I'm really interested to check out, because that really would be something for my bedroom.
Totally, yeah. Vienna
Wow.
collection, Caledonia from BAM's Woodcraft, American Modern. I'll send you some links.
What
but,
was that last one you were talking about with the younger Amish folks?
American Modern.
American Modern. Okay.
American Modern by Country View Woodworking.
I'm taking notes because I hate to do this to the audience, but this is kind of CJ's time here for the last 30 seconds. I needed to shop. Getting into this though, before I let you go, anything special wise that we should get out? I know you said that there was 25% off on your clearance, and that's huge because just going into that sectional, I mean, that's Flex Steel. That's a huge savings. That's almost $1,100.
Yeah, it is great. I mean, in stock and custom orders, you're going to save 5 to 10% on Amish made custom orders, as well as Smith Brothers and Flex Steel. It's going to add up to hundreds of dollars, and it's going to be, and you're going to also save on in stock merchandise, which you can get delivered right away. So, I mean, today's Wednesday. I can still deliver on Saturday this week.
Oh,
so we got very fast turnaround.
There you go. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, no, a lot of the customers up in Madison County, maybe they never made the drive all the way to Belleville. And now that we've got the store in Fairview, we're a lot closer. So come on down and see us, 255 to 64. And it's right by the Fairview Heights Mall. We just love meeting new customers, man. I mean, we want to make friends. That's what we love to do.
Well, and I really do mean this, Mark. I've been telling folks about that. Whenever you came on we were talking about the Fairview store the first time you came on, it was huge because I think the Belleville disconnect for some folks, even though it's not that long of a drive, it just seems like it is. But for this Fairview Heights location, I mean, folks really can start a really great relationship with Mueller. And I highly encourage it. We'll link everything in a write-up. Before I let you go, what's your Christmas traditions over at the Mueller household? What's the last couple of weeks of December looking like for you?
Right now, with a 7 and a 3-year-old, the elf on the shelf is dominating. So, getting the creative juices flowing on what is the elf going to do, and then seeing my kids' faces just crack up or light up when we do something that really is like, whoa, Anderson did that? He has a name too. Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Mark. Well, seriously, best of luck as 2025 rolls around the corner. Always love chatting with you and Mueller Furniture. Send me those links, seriously, because I'm ready to spruce up the furniture upgrades today in the house.
Happy to help you. Thanks so much for having me on.
No problem. And for more information, MuellerFurniture.com, and you guys can get connected and find the right piece for you and your loved ones this holiday season. At 9:48, we'll take a quick break. More Daily Show on this Wednesday right after this.